Hey everyone, Warlock here from the Center Beacon. I'm here to tell you about 1000 Skulls, a new clan on the Android platform. If you're looking for people who do things a little bit differently and you want to get in on the ground floor of something new and special, give us a look at 1000skulls.com. What is up everyone? Welcome back to another scandalous episode of the Center Beacon. Today, another episode of my unofficial series, Misadventures in Gold with Underleveled Weapons. I've got a what I call affectionately an ass shooter behind me. The guy in the golem kept shooting me in the ass. Not real appreciative of that. I'm trying to focus on the action, and this guy can't stop pressing his fire button. So anyways, I am rocking the Plasma Lancelot here. Those Terrans are only level 9, sadly, because again, I'm poor and I don't have 10 sets of every weapon like a lot of guys do, so I kind of have to, secondhand my bots a little bit with stuff that I get at the thrift store. But I was running solo gold. I ran into, I think this is the Saw clan, who I've featured in my videos before. Seemed like a really good group of players, really tightly knit. You always run into these guys running in, 2s, 3s, and full squads. Always good hard fights, and unfortunately ran into them solo with a bunch of randoms. Not going to go well. There are a couple clan guys it looks like on my side, but usually not going to go well. Pretty much when you encounter any competent clan running a full squad, and certainly is not going to go well against this particular clan. I've played these guys many times. They're really good, but I want to say on the Lancelot with the Plasma, I kind of did it because I shifted some things around. I shifted more splash to my Rhinos because I just kind of felt like it was working a little bit better for me that way. I'm really liking the Plasma Lancelot. So if I don't get a video out on it, on that setup particular, try it out, switch some guns around. Even with the level 9s, I'm finding the Plasma Lance really effective. So really the point of this video is for me to just kind of like commiserate a little bit, kind of draw us around the campfire after the battle, so to speak, and just kind of, complain and whine and cry a little bit about Matchmaker and kind of how redonkulous it's been lately. If you guys check any of the Facebook pages, there's a million of them out there. There's a lot of complaining going on about the way Matchmaker's working. Now, it's not the, solid, red 6-man clan versus assorted random, individual players that where the complaints are coming in. The complaints are coming in that, Matchmaker is pretty much, they're either saddling you with guys that only have, like, say, 3 or 4 bots in their hangar, versus, red team will have like 5 or 6 across the board. Or that these guys are either dropping connection or they're losing connection. And that is kind of what I'm, focused on here and a little peeved about, because this match does not last very long. I have to talk faster because it's actually almost over, if you can believe it, and I'm sure you can. But you'll see here very shortly, we're going to start meching out on my side of the board here. And this is one video, one match, but it's indicative of my experiences over the last probably month or so, where I feel like I'm losing games because I'm losing players on my team. First and foremost, we're not being overrun, we're not necessarily being outplayed, but it's literally that these guys are either dropping on their own, they're dropping because of connection, or they're dropping because they have 3 friggin' robots in their hangar, and you can't play like that. Not in gold. Not especially against like a clan like this. These guys, I tell you, they're all maxed, or they're very close to it. Almost everything I run is maxed. It depends on my setup. It changes kind of day to day. And I normally field fully maxed bots and weapons. But, I feel like, we're not being outplayed necessarily. We're not being outgunned necessarily, but we are being outmanned. And if you go to Facebook, you'll see a lot of people complaining about it. And there's obviously something to it. So I'm really kind of hoping Pixonic kind of, gets off their keister here and really starts to address this, because if you outplay me and you win, great. If you outgun me and you win, I totally understand. I should not have brought, knives to a gunfight. You got to come in, especially in gold. If you're not max level, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. That's no one's fault but yours. But, this situation where I am constantly losing teammates, we're just now at the point here halfway through the game. I can tell you this video is almost over because this game is almost over. And you're going to see here quickly what's left on blue team is going to start dropping off the board here like flies. And I kind of really feel like Pixonic needs to deal with that specifically. They've spent a great deal of time and resources on trying to make things more fair. Well, I recently, sent them a strongly worded email. Don't worry, I didn't swear or call anybody names. But I sent them an email basically suggesting, and I mean, maybe this is overly simple, but only match, equal numbers of robots in a hangar against the same amount of, robots on the other side. If you're dropping in dudes that have 5 and 6 bots, only match them against guys that are having 5 and 6 bots. But in a lot of these games, I go through and I click on the hangars of my so-called teammates, and what you're seeing is 3 bots, 3 bots, 3 bots, Natasha Zenit, So not only are you getting 3 bots, you're getting 3 ineffective bots. So I just kind of wanted to kind of bring some attention to that. Maybe you can share if you had similar experiences. I don't mind losing, but it's kind of hard to win when, you're outnumbered, 6-on-1, 6-on-2. So that's my rant for this week. Let me know if you guys are having similar experiences. And as always, I will see you next time at the Center Beacon.